Well, hi, I'm Bob Mayako, broker owner of 8Z Real Estate in Conifer, Colorado. You know, one of the things that's interesting about the mountain communities is that it really is tougher living. We just got 18 inches of snow the other day. It's generally 10 or 15 degrees colder than what you find in Denver. And the houses are a little different.
Hi, my name is Bob Mayako. I'm a real estate broker and owner of 8Z Real Estate in Conifer, Colorado. Conifer looks a little bit like this. So I've been an agent in Colorado. I've helped hundreds of people buy and sell homes throughout the Denver metro and even the resorts, ski resorts west of Denver, up in the Rockies, and have the pleasure of working with Justin and Christina Kulik, and their young baby daughter. And an interesting couple. You know, Justin is a very quiet thinker. He's very nuts and bolts. His biggest drive in this purchase, I think, is related to investment market here in Conifer and Evergreen is one that, like a lot of places throughout the country, is just loaded with REO properties, short sales, good opportunities for buyers as investors. So that's really exciting for Justin to think about buying a property for 40% off of what it was, say, just a few years ago. But then on the other hand, he's got a wife and a baby who aren't as necessarily interested in fixing up a property. So we showed quite a few homes. We looked at a bunch of homes together, including short sales and bank owned, and then some fix and flips that other investors picked up, either in foreclosure or short sale or whatever. And the great thing about Evergreen is it's this beautiful mountain community, in the Rocky Mountains. It's spectacular, really pretty, but it's a pretty big premium for moving up here. The houses cost, in general, 10 to 20% more than other neighborhoods. And so we started out our search in Evergreen, looking all around, and found a bunch of good options. But ultimately, what ended up happening is we spent a lot of time waiting for a short sale to be approved. We actually made an offer on a 1920s property that had been fixed up, but still wasn't perfect. And waited. During that time, Christina and I think her mother gave us gave Justin a lot of feedback that maybe he should be reprioritizing from the quick investment windfall into maybe something a little more turnkey, suitable for a wife and baby. So we withdrew our offer on the short sale, and which is still on the market, so we have an opportunity to maybe use that as one of the houses that we look at. Anyway, expanded the search out to one of the local suburbs and found a great house, which is a good hybrid. It's a good opportunity in an ideal location for a young up-and-coming family, and in perfect shape, so it works really well for Christina, and you can move into it right now. So that's where we are right now, and I think you'll get a kick out of this couple. Justin, they're just so different. Christina wears her emotions on her sleeve. When we walked through this house together, she was jumping up and down, saying, "I love it, I love it." And then Justin's really straight, and doesn't want to even show us that he's excited about something. But so that's what I know there, and I think we could put on a pretty good show. I clean up pretty well, and I frequently wear a suit and tie, just not when I'm wandering around through the woods. So Evergreen is just a few miles west of Denver in the Rocky Mountains. It's a perfect community for people who like to ski, mountain bike, hike, and play around in the mountains. also still have to commute to Denver. So Justin's pretty excited to look around in Evergreen and find an ideal place there. But ultimately what he found is that the subdivisions work pretty good for the suburbs, just closer to home, closer to the city, work better for a young couple. The turning points in the whole house hunting experience was walking through a house that clearly nobody could live in, and Justin was really excited about what a great opportunity it was, and poor Christina just left, went right out the door, and waited in the car, and Christina would have no part of it. Like, she was not even willing to talk about it. That's tasty. Good times. Originally, when we were starting to look, we were looking at an FHA 203K, like a rehab loan. So the house didn't have any dishwasher or refrigerator, needed new flooring, new roof, all kinds of stuff. Pretty exciting. No, Christina said, no way, we're not getting anywhere close to this. So one of the things I think my clients like about me, and maybe partly why they choose me, is because I sort of embody this whole Colorado spirit. I love skiing, mountain biking, hiking around, goofing off, just in general, playing, having a good time. But that doesn't keep me from working hard. I think one of the great things about this deal is you got Justin, who's this young, successful new dad who is looking at real estate and the whole excitement of different markets, and thinking of the sort of the romance of living in the mountains and having a little mountain cabin out in the woods, and then the reality hits. He's married to a beautiful blonde, brand new baby, and they're ending up in suburbia. I'm pretty sure I just saw a mountain lion back there, so I'm running back to my office before it has lunch. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to run when you see a mountain lion, but I don't really feel like getting lunch, so I'm gonna go for now.